...2020 has been one heck of a year.
It has. We hope you and your families are doing well. Welcome to Talk of the Town, everyone.
We've spent a lot of time this year sitting at your kitchen table, Marie.
We've spent a lot of time every year sitting at this kitchen table, but particularly the last year, right?
Well, and we're going to be in the kitchen for the whole show.
That sounds fun.
We've got lots of crafts and yummy ideas to help you celebrate the holidays.
We're going to eat, too.
And
we're going to have a little drink, too.
That's right.
Why not?
And our craft is all about the cork.
Yes, we're going to start with a Christmas tree cork, and we have old cards that I saved for many, many years, old Christmas cards. And we got some buttons, red, green, some wire, some stars, anything.
Some bling.
I really just kind of went into the basement and just picked up a bunch of stuff that's been sitting around. Now, remember we did the pumpkins. Remember we did pumpkins out of?
Yes,
so it's a similar craft. We're just going to build a tree out of the corks this time.
Yes.
We got our gold glue guns.
That's right, courtesy of Zach last year at Christmas time. We're still using these.
Yes, we are.
So an interesting thing about these corks is you can see they're stained on the one end because of the wine. So that kind of makes it a little festive too. So we're going to put them together and we're going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a little pyramid.
Yes. So you mentioned they're stained. That's because these are mine and I'm a red wine girl.
You're a red wine drinker, that's right. So just a little bit of hot glue down the seam will help hold them all together. At least we hope that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little messy already. We're doing 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can actually make your cork any size you want. Your little tree any size you want, I should say. And what a great craft to just chill out, have a glass of wine, maybe invite your kitten to the table.
He looks a little shell-shocked. That's Covey Quarantino. We call him Tino for short.
And yeah, he likes crafts apparently.
He's just curious about anything.
Hey Tino, how's it going? He really likes you, Zach. He doesn't really care what we're doing. And I would like to tell everyone that we are using the handy dandy glitter glue sticks that came with our nifty glue guns from Zach last year.
That was last Christmas, wasn't it?
It was.
Zach, you probably love these projects because the glue dries fast, huh? I knew it.
I
Can
knew
you
it.
pass me another little glue stick?
Some more wine? Oh no, glue stick. Okay, got it.
That too. Because mine is now expired.
What color would you want? There are
do
so
that
many.
Yellowy one again.
Okay.
Because I had one little spot that I can see is.
Oh, you're adding a little extra
It just
to make
needed a little
sure.
more glue. It was not. I could tell it might crack apart.
So now we have to do something on the face of our Christmas tree.
Right. So we've got these cards and we thought, well, we could use pencils, and if we want to make little discs to put on some of these, we can do that. There's lots of options. We got glittery Christmas cards. Some have little stars or hearts or snowflakes or snowmen.
Or,
So, glittery things. We have buttons.
yeah, you could do some bling on there.
Oh, that's cool. And then we also have.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. We also have
What
these
the heck?
stars that we
To go
can
on the top.
decide how we want to put a sprig of them on the top.
Instead of just having one star on the top of your tree, which you can, absolutely do, it might be better.
We have this little wire if you need some help getting that on there, because I'm thinking maybe.
Might be cute to have like an assortment of stars.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
How many are you doing? Or you haven't
5.
decided?
I think 5.
All right, I'm going to start with 3. Yeah, sprig of stars. Not bad, not bad. A little glue will help it stay put. You still deciding how it's going to go?
Yes.
Kim's is very all-seeing eye celebrates New Year's Eve right now.
All-seeing eye, yeah. That's true.
Just wait. I'm gonna put a couple of snowflakes. Like this card had some snowflakes on it, and I like that.
That's very cute. There, that's how my top came out.
Very cool.
So I just used a little glue and smushed it along the side. Didn't need the wire. And if you're lucky like me, you can have a helper with claws.
I think he's a little spoiled, Marie. He's like,
He's a lot spoiled.
he's like, what are you guys doing, and why am I not involved? And all of you at home, you don't know this, but I have a visitor over here on the chair. That's Marie's newest addition to her house.
Pierogi. Rogi for short. I think this is my last thing. A bow.
I'm putting a bow on mine too, and that's my last thing.
And it is a little hodgepodge. But it's really cute. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Very cute. Super
Okay.
cute.
Ta-da!
All right. They're
Sweet.
very different, but both
They
really
are.
cute and shiny.
And you know what? There is no right or wrong with Christmas decorations.
Stick around, we have more Christmas crafts when we come back.
That's right, this next one is going to help your Christmas tree smell cinnamony. Welcome back to Holiday Craft Central on Talk of the Town.
Our next craft is for the Christmas tree, and it smells good. We're using cinnamon sticks.
Now we're making ornaments, and you can make them with twigs if you want to, because these are going to be snowflakes. So you could create this.
But this smells better.
This doesn't smell like anything. All right, cinnamon sticks it is.
All right, we have lots of things we can use when we're done figuring out how to create a basic snowflake.
Yes, so remember, a snowflake has 6 points, a star has 5. So we have some tall cinnamon sticks, and we have some short cinnamon sticks. We have some fat cinnamon sticks, and we have some skinny cinnamon sticks.
And I learned my serrated knife over there cuts them pretty well, so you can saw them in half if you need to.
I also learned that if you're careful, you can take the big ones and snap them, and then you have skinnier pieces. All right, so you need one large one for your middle, and then a bunch of half ones. All right, I'm gonna use your serrated knife, Marie.
Okay.
Just far enough so that it breaks, not cutting on the table.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This table has seen a lot.
It really has seen a lot. It's been good to us through the years.
It has.
One day we'll refinish it.
Maybe we'll make it a Talk of the Town segment. But then we won't be able to do any more.
Yes, so it's
Fun
not going to be
things.
anytime soon. You know, the middle of your snowflake could get a little messy with the glue, but don't worry.
We're gonna
because
cover
that's
it up.
what all this stuff is for. We're going to cover it right up. So you put a button in the middle of yours, yes?
Yes.
Let's see.
There's lots of choices here.
There are so many choices. This particular one is going to get an extra snowflake.
I'm using the red button theme
The red button theme, okay.
because there's a lot of red buttons to choose from there.
You know what? This snowflake isn't really working out so good because it has a little, it's a button, so it has the little nubby thing there.
yeah.
So I'm going to try something different. You
I
went-
like that they're not perfect. I like that they're kind of like, you know, I don't know, squished snowflakes a little bit. But they're kind of cute.
It's very much, you
There you
know,
go.
rustic kind of a thing.
Yeah, very
But
rustic.
this is a cool idea.
Yeah.
Some fake little holly berries.
I
I'm
just
stealing this one since
Okay.
you cut it, okay?
Yep.
Zach, I'm going to make one of these for you. Do you have a preference on what you would like on your snowflake?
make mine red, white, and green themed.
You got it. So Marie, what are you doing for Christmas? Have you decided?
Nope. You can't decide anything this year more than just a few days ahead.
And that's the truth, too. No matter how many people I have at Christmas time, whether it's just the people that live in my house, there'll be good food.
Yes, same here.
Even if it's just me.
If nothing else, it'll be Christmas cookies.
That's right. Hopefully, by the time that this airs, we will still have toilet paper and paper products in the stores.
All right, I'm working on one here, Zach. Do you want to tell me what the other one should be?
So you each get one and I get two?
Yeah.
Because it's Christmas.
Isn't that a good deal?
It's the season for giving.
I can surprise you.
Yeah, surprise me with yours.
All right.
And we appreciate it because Kate really wants to really heavily decorate this year.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, to
Make your,
just make
because
it a
you're
little
home.
special.
Well,
Yeah,
you're going to be
we're
home more.
Yeah. And we honestly didn't do any of our real like summer decorating or fall or Halloween decorating. It just didn't get done this year. So we want to make a point to
decorate.
get it done.
Especially
for
when
Christmas.
it's a little darker this time of year, and it'll cheer you up.
You know what? And this is the year for homemade things.
Right.
Everybody is making homemade gifts. Now, since they're ornaments, you should probably have a little ribbon.
Some ribbon or wire. I think ribbon will be easier. Make a little hanger. Zach, I started on yours, but I don't know what all I'm doing yet. I only just have, I build one idea at a time, and then I decide where it goes from there.
And that's the one you're working on now?
Yes.
That's really cool. I like that wraparound.
Yeah, you
one
like
side
that?
thing. That's very cool.
Yeah, so it's just one, and then we'll see if I want to change. I like the way that looks. I don't like the bottom. I want to hide that a little bit.
Oh, that's cute.
This-
It looks
Yeah,
kind of
too.
like
Yeah,
a wreath.
You like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's very modern.
It's a kind of a conflicting snowflake. Very modern versus,
Traditional.
yeah, just very interesting. Like if you did a whole bunch of these in different styles, they could all match, kind of, you know?
They could.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what mine is. But that's yours, Zach.
Festive.
I don't know if it's done yet either, so. All right, Rhea, are you done with your 2 cinnamon stick ornaments?
I am, and they're similar. They kind of look like they come from the same family. One was Zach's inspiration, and I just put it together.
Which one was Zach's inspiration?
This one.
Looks like modern something a little bit
Interesting.
new age. How's that?
Yeah.
All right, so
How about yours?
this one,
Pretty.
I decided to go simple.
Very simple, and it
Just a
has
couple
a
little
message.
things in the middle, Noel. And this one is like, fa la 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 la.
That's good. And again, this was just made with stuff that was hanging around. Besides the cinnamon sticks, everything else we just kind of had. I found it like hanging around. So you'd be amazed at what's hidden in your basement.
And cinnamon sticks weren't even expensive. I was
No.
afraid they were going to be expensive, but each
You used to have to buy the
jar
good
was,
ones.
yeah, just a couple bucks.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, yes.
All right, we're not finished. We have lots more to do.
Here's to our final craft of 2020.
Let's hope 2021 is a better year.
Absolutely. This one is super easy.
That's right. We needed some flower pots. You could do these the same size or different size. I just got 3 different sizes.
I love this tiny, tiny one.
So little.
Cute.
And then it was pine cones, and we were gonna go outside and collect them, but it was cold. So I went to my basement and found some.
Of course, because you would be surprised what lives in that basement.
That's right. And we got some great spray paint. This is like a glitter green and a silver.
So the
Spray
pots-
painted everything up.
Yes, and then we even had little stars. So these are important, little wooden stars you can buy in a craft shop. And we spray painted them silver too.
Look how simple it is. They're all done. We can glue them in place so that they stay.
And you didn't have to make the pine cones perfect.
Nope.
But I love the idea of the green glitter.
Yes, I like that too. And that was probably accidental because when I was in the spray paint aisle, I don't know that I noticed it was glittery. It's a little dark in there, but it was great. That's great.
So then you put stars on the top of your pine cones because they're going to become trees. But they don't have to be perfect. You can just sort of put them on at an angle.
I'm going to do some wire on some of mine. First, I'm getting these little guys in here.
You're going to put them all in place.
I'm just going to...
She's gluing hers. Kim, are you going to glue your pine cones?
Yeah, I'll glue them. I just want to see what my stars would look like on my... I'm digging this. I think these are so cute.
They're so cute. And this is just so simple. For somebody who hates crafts, this is the craft for you.
Who hates crafts?
You never know, Kim. Not us.
Not us. Not us with our gold glue guns and sparkle glue.
Some people
I get
maybe
it,
just
yeah,
don't take the time for crafts because it takes time and a little bit of thought. This one takes just a really little bit of thought.
Now, this was just about supplies. And if you've got old pots laying around, and maybe you even have, you know, spray paint laying around, might not cost you anything.
All right.
Yeah, but where do you get the pine cones?
Your yard, or wherever there happens
Or in a park,
to be.
wherever you see a tree.
Yep. I had to smush him in there a little bit just to get him to where the glue is.
Look, I made like a boingy.
I like the boingy one. On the little one, that's very, very cute.
I think I'm gonna do it on the little one and on the big one. So the big one might be a little bit more out of control. We're gonna see right now. Well, our handy dandy glue guns really made our day a good day today.
They did. We've used these handy dandy Christmas presents from last year for all of our crafts today. I might do one with boingy. Since yours looks so cute, boingy. I'll go with the little one with the boing.
All right. Boing! Good thing I let the glue dry. That was really easy.
I loved this one. So simple.
So simple. And you could put a bow around them, but I think they just look so classy just like they are. I don't want to overdo it. You know?
No, you don't want to overdo it. I mean, the boingy's enough.
I really the boingies are cute. Oh.
Hey, you know what? Crafts are complete. Cheers.
Cheers. Now we're going to talk about, well, we're not going to talk about anything. We're going to eat.
Eat.
And we're going to go to Zach's house. Well, we're not, but Zach is going to meet up with his Graham, who we miss. We miss you, Graham.
We do, Grammy Booth.
And we know you're going to make your famous ginger snaps, and we love them, and we can't wait for you to share them with everybody at home.
And all of us.
Mm-hmm. We want some.
Yes.
Send them in.
Yes.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town, everyone. I'm Zach Booth, along with my wife Kate, and of course, Grammy Booth. And we are here in the kitchen to make ginger snaps.
And Graham's ginger snaps are pretty sought after in the BRC 13 world, I believe.
They are.
Everybody at work always wants them every year around Christmas, and they are so delicious. So I'm excited that you guys are going to make them, but I'm working from home today, so I'm just here to say hello, and I got to get back to work.
You'll be back to help taste them at the end, though, right?
Ooh, yeah, of course.
Perfect. On your way out, can you hand me the butter over by the oven?
You got it.
All right, Graham, we're going to start making these ginger snaps. So I'm looking at your recipe here, and it tells us to cream the butter and sugar together.
That's right.
And
yeah.
that is 3/4 of a cup of butter and 2 cups of sugar.
Yeah, got it. Oh, it's so nice to see somebody else doing this instead of me.
I'm not going to be doing all the work either. I'm going to be using this fantastic KitchenAid, courtesy of you. That looks pretty good. And I think our eggs are beaten.
Yes.
So let's turn that off.
Oh, and that sugar and butter together tastes so good.
That's about all it needs. So we're going to add in beaten egg, a 1/2 cup of molasses, and 2 teaspoons of vinegar. And just give that a quick mix.
And then all the dry things in.
It says sift and add flour. So we have 3 3/4 of a cup of flour.
Okay, now before you put those in there, put those things in the flour.
Oh, okay. So what are we adding? We're adding ginger, cinnamon, and cloves. And we need to measure some baking soda. I'm sorry, baking powder.
Baking powder.
Yep, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Have that measured here already. Then we have...
And put it in here then.
oh, okay, in here? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we have
3 teaspoons
3
of ginger.
teaspoons of ginger. Then we have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And we have half a teaspoon of cloves.
And then get that a stir in there before
Sure.
you...
Something like that?
yeah, that's good.
Okay.
My grandma, who was born at the end of the Civil War, said that your flour always had bugs in, you know.
Back at that time.
Back at that time, she said that's the reason you had to sift everything to get the bugs out.
And now we're going to mix until blended.
Oh, we're coming down the home stretch
We
here.
are. I'm excited. I think we're good.
I think so too.
I think we're good. Oop.
I have to taste it.
All right, yeah. Quality control.
It tastes like a cookie. Tastes spicy.
All right, we've got our sleeves rolled up and our cookie dough. So what are we doing next?
Now, make a little, like a bowl like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know,
Okay.
just like this. And then we'll put it in the sugar and then put it on the cookie sheet.
Okay.
None of it has to be perfect. When they're saying this, Mrs. Santa and has the girl elves, well, maybe she has to have the boy elves help too. That wouldn't be fair, would it?
No. I think this is going to be the last one on this sheet.
Yeah, I think too. Well, we can still make some ahead of time.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, we'll keep making these while these go in the oven,
all right.
which is preheated to
360, something like that.
325.
325.
Now we're going to stick these in the oven for 12 minutes.
And let's see what we've produced.
Yes. All right. Oh, and there it is. Let's see what we have here, shall we?
Oh, I don't think the... Oh, by golly, they're like, maybe they're going to drop after they
Yeah,
come
they
out.
didn't really flatten. And it's starting to brown. Let them cool
Yeah.
off a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. You put them on and I'll give them a push.
Okay.
And you know, the dough feels stiffer than what I make at home. Something's different.
Okay.
I'm going to take one and taste it.
What do you think?
I think they could have cooked a little longer, but
It's not a ginger snap, it's more of a ginger smush. So our second batch is almost done. We realized that the first batch rose because we used baking powder instead of baking soda.
and that was my fault.
So I think we made gingerbread cookies instead of ginger snaps.
That's okay.
But these are done. We actually turned up the temperature a little bit in the oven to see if combining that with flattening them will get us a little bit snappier. And I think so.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, they look good.
It smells really good in here.
Now, what are the marshmallows for?
Well, sometimes like the kids, like, you know, if you have kids working there, you take one of you, put it on there, and you put it back in the oven and let it melt down a little bit.
Okay, let's do a couple.
Okay.
So we're gonna rip the marshmallows in half.
Yes.
Go for it. I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much fun. You don't know what you're missing.
I have a texture problem with marshmallows.
I think that's good. That's about half. And I'll toss this back in the oven for a couple minutes. We're just trying to
Sure.
melt the marshmallows.
Sure.
Graham will get rid of the other marshmallows.
Yes, of
She'll
course
eat them
I tried to lick my fingers.
with a mask on. I
Yeah.
know. Darn it. Sometimes it makes it so hard. You forget you're wearing it.
While those are going, let's give
Yeah.
these a try. All right, so this was our first batch. I actually like that.
I know they don't have the snap, but they're soft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
And
kind
that's
of.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought too.
Let's check on those marshmallows.
It smells like a s'more.
What do you think? I think they're nice and puffy like that, just like the cookie.
Sure, why not?
You usually leave them in a little bit longer. Will they even brown a little bit?
Yeah.
So we've got batch number 1, which was 325 for 12 minutes. And we've got batch number 2 that we flattened out a little bit at like 375 for maybe a little bit more than 12 minutes because we added the marshmallows to some of them. I'm gonna give one with a marshmallow a try.
I don't know if I can handle one more, but I'll give it a try. It's good on there, isn't it?
Not quite a ginger snap, but delicious.
Absolutely.
If you tried it at home, let us know how it turned out. Enjoy.
Now it's our turn to have some fun in the kitchen.
That's right. We're going to make a savory appetizer. And it doesn't get better than this, does
That's
it?
right. Baked Brie. This is going to be yummy, folks. So we have our wheel of Brie.
And I made the bread dough earlier, and that's one of my specialties. I love making bread dough. So easy enough in the bread maker. Throw everything in and let it go for an hour and a half, and you're done. The Brie's ready.
The Brie is ready. Okay, so basically it's a pizza tray,
Yeah. Pizza
non-stick, which is good.
And we're gonna make it into a wreath. So what we need to do is first we need to just cut this in half, and we need to make this into about 20 balls.
Okay, let's do it. Little
And we're gonna-
dough balls.
I guess getting them the right size could be like how
big
how
do
big
you
should
think?
they be if we're gonna make 10?
What do you think? That might be too small.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna make 10 and I'm gonna make 10 out of what we have there.
So let's make them a little bit bigger. Although if they're small balls, so that's a little bit bigger. We'll go that route. Yummy.
Well, and I think you could put the bigger ones on the outside and a little smaller on the inside.
However we do it,
Will
it'll be
work.
yummy.
Yes, that's for sure.
Because we're making
1,
cheese
2, 3,
with
4,
bread.
5.
Come
Yeah.
on. What could possibly go wrong?
And we're gonna do oil and herbs, which is just gonna make it even
Yummier.
better.
And this is a really simple recipe, especially if you have a bread machine like Marie does. You could just fire up your bread and get it going.
I didn't even look at it for an hour and a half.
And I noticed this isn't white bread.
No, this is my sprouted grain. You know that I'm a fan.
Yes, you are. Tell everybody why sprouted grain is so much better. Come on, you're going to get educated now, folks.
Well, it digests like a vegetable because the grain has been sprouted, so technically it is a vegetable. It's a little bit better for you than the hard grains that the body doesn't quite know what to do with. So, I don't know. This looks to me like we need to make smaller balls because look at how much we have left, and we have to do the whole second row.
All right, maybe smaller.
So I think this is what we do. Slide these to the outside.
And make littler ones on the inside.
Yeah. And actually, not even all the way because we're not going to fill the whole. It might fill. We're supposed to pack them together.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily have to fill the whole
We
tray.
don't have to fill the whole tray, so we're supposed to pack them together. Okay. So next thing it has to do is we need to raise this one more time, and believe it or not, you raise it with the Brie right there too. So they say put it aside for like 2 hours just in a warm place. I always do this. I turn the oven on 200. I turn it off. And keep it nice and warm in there, and I can raise this in about 15 minutes.
Ooh, that's the way to do it. right, the bread's going to rise, hopefully in 15 minutes. We'll be
Hopefully,
good.
yep.
So now we're going to make this oil mixture that we're going to brush on the bread while it bakes, so it's nice and savory because it's got rosemary, oregano, thyme,
All kinds of fresh, and you went and got the fresh stuff
Fresh
too.
stuff,
In the
baby.
summertime, you just go outside and pick it, but right now you got to go buy it.
Yeah, it wasn't
We
too
don't have-
expensive though.
yeah.
You need a couple sprigs of oregano, thyme, and rosemary, but yes, she's holding up the oil first.
Let's
so that's
get the base.
Let's get the base. So we need 1/3 of a cup of olive oil
Okay.
and 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, which was a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting that. Were you?
Well, when I read the recipe, I saw it. That's all. I wasn't. I didn't know what to expect, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
It's going to make it just a little more savory and a little bit of punch, right?
Yep. I'll have a little bit of a kick.
So that's the base of our topping. And then we're going to add, we just have the crushed red pepper flakes. And that was, what was it supposed to be?
A quarter teaspoon.
I'm
You can
just
go
gonna-
a little heavy if you want. We like things spicy.
Yeah, let's go with, let's do it 1. 1 sounds good.
Oh, 1 sounds good. All right then.
All right. And then we're just going to eye these up as well.
Yes, it says a couple sprigs.
But some of this we want to reserve for making it pretty at the end?
No,
Oh,
I
you have
bought some extra rosemary for the end.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about saving anything here.
No, so yes, so this is just for that. But at the end, we're going to have rosemary and also some pomegranate seeds because that's kind of festive for the season.
Yeah, it'll look pretty.
Wow, it's smelling good already.
Smells really good. And I have my little herb scissors here, so as soon as we get some of this off of the sprigs,
We can cut
I'm
them
going to
up.
start cutting it a little bit smaller.
And you got all the thyme going, and now I'm
These
going to
scissors are great. Look how that looks so
wow,
nice.
they really chop them up quick too.
Well, because it's only 1/5 of the effort.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know, were there measurements on this stuff, or we just
It
kind of
just
like
said a couple sprigs.
couple sprigs? All right, well, I'm
Couple
on.
sprigs of each.
Maybe do 1 more of that.
Okay.
It seems like we're rosemary heavy.
So a little more thyme. Mm-hmm. And
Can
we
always use
also
a little more time
always need. That's so true.
in more ways than one.
And we also have a pinch of salt and pepper.
Okay, well,
I can get added in.
yeah,
What do you think? Is that enough time?
I think so. I think we're good. This looks like it'll be
Okay.
a nice brush on top of the bread.
This is how I'm deciding what my pinch is. Okay?
Yeah, you just, yep. Looks good to me.
Is it a grinder or just flip and shake?
Yeah, it's a flip and shake. Thank you, Zach.
I could have told her that, but I wasn't paying attention. Or maybe I just liked how she was trying to make it grind.
How I was on. Yeah, I was. Okay, so that should be good with the salt and pepper. How are we doing with those?
We're doing pretty good. I'm just collecting up the last little guys. Shall we put it in our mixture and mix it up while we're waiting?
Okay, so right in the oil mixture it goes. And then we'll use this little whisk to whisk this puppy up.
Looks good, smells good.
Sure does.
All right,
Stay.
now we have to wait for the bread to rise. All right, all warm, and you can smell it now. It's raising nicely.
It is so nice.
Yeah,
and it looks like a
really
wonderful
filled
wreath.
out, didn't it?
It really did.
All right, so I am just making a little egg wash here. I splashed it a little, but that's all right.
That's right, it's going on it anyway.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a little egg wash over everything. I'll start on your side because then you're gonna start with the herbs, right?
That's right. So once you put the egg wash on, help make everything goldeny brown. Then you put the herbs on top. The egg wash will help hold them in place too.
And the brie is gonna do its own thing.
It's gonna be yummy.
The bread is gonna hold that brie right in the middle. And this is gonna be the most delicious wreath we ever had. We've made a lot of wreaths over the
have.
years.
We have. All right, I'm starting.
Okay.
Oh, you can see. That looks so nice.
Wow.
And I'm guessing that if you really wanted to, you could put all these herbs right inside the bread.
And I do that a lot of times. Look at this, I'm gonna spin it for you.
Go ahead.
I do that a lot, just put it right in the bread dough.
But this looks festive when
does
it's on
look
top.
festive. You could do both.
You could.
because herbs are good.
Yes, they are.
And glazing it all with oil isn't a bad thing either.
That's true.
That's a pretty good way to get the herbs on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not even really sure you need the egg wash.
No, I'm not really sure you do either, but that's what it said to do. So we're listening to the recipe.
And then are we saving some of this and putting it on after again too? We're going to bake. Is that what it says?
You bake it like this, and then you save some, and it's going to go right on top of the brie when it's all done. But did I miss anyone?
No.
He looks
You
like
have
he
some-
needs.
You have some herbs like hanging here.
Not anymore. Okay,
So we're going to bake this. How long does it bake for?
for 20 to 25 minutes.
All right, so we're going to keep an eye on it, and it's going to puff up even more. Can't wait.
Yum, yum. Welcome back, everyone. Our baked brie is in the oven, and boy, does it smell great.
Does smell good. Now let's get ready for something that's the bomb this year. Hot chocolate bombs.
That's right, it's viral, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So we decided to try something a little different. They were doing them in like circles.
Hard to find.
Hard to find right now, believe it or not. So we found some Christmassy.
You got presents and snowflakes.
Yes, these are little silicone forms.
They're cold. We stuck them in the freezer just to give us a little head start after the warm chocolate now can get cold and start setting up much quicker.
Okay, so you put the chocolate in the mold and you kind of smush it around the bottom and up the sides.
And
That's
this is just
important.
chocolate chips, right?
Yes, this is just good old chocolate chips. We melted them in the microwave. Make sure you don't overdo it because you just want them to be soft.
Barely melted.
Yeah, barely melted because you want it to cool off right away.
Once we get them in our form.
And having the form colder helps it to harden right away.
Set up a little bit more. You have to make sure your edges are thick enough that we can get these out when it's time.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, don't be stingy on your chocolate. Load that puppy up.
Sure to spin the molds around 180 so that you're getting the wall that you can't see.
That you can't see.
Thank you, Zach.
Good advice,
See
Zach.
some open spots.
Yes, I see some open spots too. If you made these the way you see them a lot of other places, Kim, we saw them make two balls, right? Like two half of the circles.
And form them all together.
And so it was like a couple steps to the process, but we're gonna try to make it a quick one-step process.
That's
right?
how we roll. Success or failure. One-step process is the way to do it. You know, nobody has so much time. When we're not trying to be in a restaurant, we're trying to just make something fun, but maybe ours will turn out great because they're presents and snowflakes.
Yep. And we're not stressing over them.
We're not. It's what could possibly go wrong. It's chocolate. So you can use Hershey's cocoa and some sugar, or you can get, you know, a packet of hot cocoa mix.
Whatever you like.
And we've got some marshmallows. So I'm going to put some marshmallows in each one.
We're gonna stuff them, right?
Stuff them up because they're going to help us hold everything together.
I'm gonna do some of a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Oh, there's even little marshmallows in here.
Because you can't go wrong with extra marshmallows, you know?
Yeah, I'm
Whoops, sorry.
I'll grab these. I foresee a hot chocolate stomach ache in my future.
I don't.
I'm hoping not, but
Yes, who knows? So now, what we're gonna do, hopefully you have saved enough chocolate, we'll
I
see.
hope so. If not, we'll just melt a
Melt
little
some
more.
So we're just going to take our chocolate and cover it up. Cover it up. And if it's not perfect, it's okay because this is the bottom.
If you need a sugar rush, it certainly won't disappoint.
Do this at the beginning of your day, not the end. Unless, of course, it's Christmas Eve and you're going to be up late helping Santa, then go for it.
But don't give it to the kids.
Don't give it to the kids.
So into the freezer we go with these.
Into the freezer we go.
amongst everything else that's in my freezer. All right, these are out of the freezer. They look really good in the molds. The question's
do.
going to be, can we get them out of the molds, and what do they look like when they come
I
out?
think we can do it,
I think we
right?
can do it too. I'm going to be very gentle.
Gentle. I'm not even sure. I
No,
mean,
you
they're
don't really have
frozen
to be all that gentle. Well, they're not completely frozen. We didn't leave them in there
overnight
long
or
enough.
anything.
Yeah, we left them in there well, just long enough to set up. They're
I am
coming off.
so pumped about this.
They are cute.
I might even recommend this at Christmas time instead of like the round bombs.
Oh, that one had a little leak.
Which one?
The last one that Kim picked up, it dusted.
Oh yeah, you got that.
Yeah, somehow it got an air bubble. Oh, that's so funny. Well, that's all right.
I think there's plenty of ingredients in there. It's not going to be like that's a weak hot chocolate. Just when you thought we were done, we're going to do a little more, right?
Yeah, so just to add a little extra bling,
Just some white chocolate.
just drizzle. It's a little bit thick, but just drizzle it on. And there's a reason you drizzle it on, because we have some crushed up candy canes.
Little thick, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a little thick there. I'm just gonna spread it around a little bit and then add my candy cane, and no one will know.
You know, with
Because
Snowflake, you could smush the white chocolate into
all the grooves.
the grooves and try to smooth it out.
I could. Well, we'll try that,
Try
Zach.
with one of them.
I'm
Let's
going to do
see.
this, and then I'm going to dump the extra off because I don't want all, like it looks a little messy right now. But I think.
Are you saying you don't like a mess, Marie?
No, I don't mind the mess, but I think it would look cuter.
If it doesn't have a mess.
Yeah, if we dump the extra off and just leave what sticks, you know. Maybe not.
You know what? I brushed it on,
I'll try to like scrape it smooth.
but I think
So that only
it
the-
starts to get a little bit muddy.
in the-
Yeah,
yeah,
it gets a
okay.
little bit muddy. But that's okay. We'll put some.
It's going to go into a glass of hot milk.
Yeah, whoops. Or onto the table, which is entirely possible too. I am thinking that is so cute. And
It's
you don't
really
have to
cute.
do any of that topping part if you don't want to.
No, because these are going to go into a mug of hot water or hot
choc-
milk,
yep.
depending on how you made yours. We are warming up milk right now. I say we get everything all together and have a yummy feast.
A yummy, yummy Christmas feast.
With
Let's
no
do
main
it.
course, an appetizer and
dessert.
a nice dessert, hot chocolate. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. This is a fa-la-la-la-la feast.
I'm enjoying it too, and we haven't even started yet. The hot chocolate, well, the milk is here really, really hot, so we have to do that, right? Because you
Okay.
said this has to be pretty hot before
Yes.
we mess up with everything. So we just drop them in?
We just drop them in. Zach, you're gonna need to get a close-up of this.
Okay.
Oh, ready? Here it goes. Ka-plunk.
Whoa.
And you'll see
All right,
it
and
start
let's
to
give-
disintegrate.
There you
There's
go,
one
Zach.
for Zach.
Woo.
Oh, I didn't want that one.
Well,
Too
you got
bad.
it now.
Oh, wow.
And then this takes a few minutes, I guess, because now that we were waiting so long for everything to set up, now we're waiting for it to all melt.
It's so cool.
And it's going to take a little bit of time to do that, but, ooh, and make a mess.
And make a mess.
Of course.
All right, and while our chocolate bombs are disintegrating,
Yep, I'm going to get Zach's spoon and help him melt his a little bit. Let's try some of the bread.
the bread looks unbelievable. So we brushed the extra herb oil onto the middle of the brie, and then we added pomegranates because the pretty red color just makes it look so nice.
And we're just going to pull it apart, right? We're just going to
Pull it apart and
pull apart and
have
dip.
some fun.
Dip it in. We might need to break it open.
Never a bad idea.
That one. Yep.
Oh yeah, look. It's all gooey in the middle. I can't wait.
We just need to do a little cut.
There's a big spoon to kind of chunk it up if you need to.
Okay, I just want to do that. Right. Wow.
It's gooey.
That looks good.
Ooey gooey Brie.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to see.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Yum.
Reed, did you know I love cheese?
I'm right there with you. Cheese lover.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's really, really freaking great. So it didn't disintegrate like the ball, probably because we have more chocolate going on. But it is disintegrating, and it looks so pretty. Right? How's yours doing? Getting there?
It's still pretty thick.
Mine is almost done.
But if you keep stirring it and working it, I think, and I see now there are marshmallows floating on the top, so they've been released and they're there.
Yes. Oh, mine looks great. Our chocolate has melted, and it's time to try this decadent drink.
Looks really good. Cheers.
Cheers. Merry Christmas, everyone.
And a Happy New Year.
Yum.
And whatever you do this holiday season, be the talk of the town.
I'm actually going to use the pencil and create a little hole to stick this in.
Good idea. Tell me if it works.
All right, I will, because I just thought of it, you know?
Because I could.
All right, so
You
Zach
broke my
is
pencil?
laughing because I cracked the pencil.